Okay. I've been, well, led to do a video today. Not sure what it's about, but I had this download earlier and I want to make sure that I don't uh I want to make sure I'm not misunderstanding, but I actually want to make sure I really don't want that actual download to even exist, right? But if it's coming in as a download, it's coming in as a prophecy. So I'm just doing the reading to see if it comes up in the reading. Um, that's what this reading is. It's because I got a channeled message, and the number is 11/7, and that's tomorrow. That's tomorrow's date. Um, it'll probably be, since it's so late. Uh, I don't have the time on me, but anyway, it's really late at nights. So I'm guessing by the time I upload this, it will be November 7th, 2025, right? Um, I had a, I woke up suddenly earlier today, a couple hours ago, before I made the decision to go ahead and do a video. So that means I had to get dressed, but I did not get my nails. I didn't do my nails yet. So I'm just like, okay, it's almost 11. It's almost November 7th. I don't have time to worry about my nails. Okay. So you will see that some of my nails are done. I don't have any shame in that. Okay. Because this is a message. It's an urgent message and I need to find out if it's, if it's just me thinking this is a download, because I woke up suddenly and it just like came to me like, wow, I hope it doesn't really happen. I hope maybe it's just a mistake that I'm hearing, you know, what may happen, I wasn't even thinking about the date. I wasn't thinking about the date. I was thinking about, okay, if it's saying this is going to happen, why? And then I started thinking numbers. What about the numbers? I said, oh, why would it happen? What are the numbers for tomorrow's date? What are the numbers for this week as far as the date? Okay. And because it was telling me it's going to happen this week, tomorrow. And I said, what is tomorrow's date? And I asked him, and I'm looking and I'm like, that's November 7th. That's finished business. That's 11/7, meaning something that has been targeted or plotted or put into motion for a while. Somebody is going to put in the final decision or do the final thing to get it done. And this is a major event. Okay. And I just want to make sure, uh, but like I said, my nails will not be done, so I probably won't be showing you too close the cards, okay? Because we got three of the nails off of here. I do my own nails, but they're sore right now because if you can see, the nail broke off, but it's really sore, okay? Because it was acrylic. I do my own acrylic. So, but we have two left, and I'm gonna redo these, but I don't have time for that when it's time for to see if there's an urgent message that it may help someone or save someone's life or um, reveal a plot twist or something, whatever. So, and then I have two that are two nails that are missing here. So, just in case you nails are more important to you than the message, letting you know why they're not done. But let's get on to the message. As fingernails, acrylics. If that's more important to you, that you see that they're fancy and done, that's what I mean. If those things are more important to you, aesthetics, um, you can just find another channel where someone's nails are done that's going to give you the message you're looking for. But this message is going to come out with my nails, effed up. Okay. All right. Cool. 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 All right, so there's an urgent message. It's 11/7, meaning something is, and I'm going to say I have. It was something to do with a higher up. Okay, I'm just going to say it like that because I don't have anything to do with it. I just got a message and it says do a 11/7 video. And if it's not that, um, I will be happy. Okay. Uh, Making a choice. Okay. Okay. So we have, also we talk about making a choice. We also talk about both sides. Um, this side, that group, this group, right? Okay. This person, that person, making a choice. All right. And that's literally what it says, making a choice. Which door? That door, this door, red door, blue door. Okay. So um here we go. It says moonlight. So this may be something done in full moon ritual. We're talking about moonlight. This could be done when the moon is fully lit. Okay, because we've seen the full moon. I saw the full moon last night, right in my living room window, and I mean, literally, I could really, literally look at it and just lay there and just watch it, stare. I mean, in my window. Okay, um, pretty big too. So we have the hourglass here with the fairy. Time's running out. Okay, and maybe it's I need to hurry up and get this message, or time's running out for whatever it is because we have hourglass and it's almost empty. Okay, on the top. Um, okay, let's see if there's a. Oh, let me put that card there because that was the bottom card. All right, so let me get two more oracle cards, and then we're going to go ahead and pull some more cards. This is definitely making a choice, but it could be that someone is you're going to be very sad. It's a large. Ooh, I said two cards and it threw two cards out. Okay, rescue, coming to life. Oh my gosh, this is to rescue someone. Didn't I just say so? It could be to save someone's life. Rescue. This video is being put out before this event takes place. So if anybody sees this, there's a major figure with that has to do with some with I can't say but too much because I don't want to put out a video and then if nothing happens and I don't want to be like really pinpointing a certain thing. Okay, so there's a group red blue red and blue pill. Okay, red door blue door. Okay. And this is meant to pull your heartstrings. This event is meant to pull your heartstrings. It is going to be sorrow. Okay, it's meant to cause sorrow. But this card is saying this video, I only made this video to rescue this person, to save this person, to put out the word that this person may be a target. Okay. Only because I feel like this person is also feeling sad because they may know. I'm being told they know that they're being a target, that they're being removed from the timeline, our timeline. They're going to be removed from our timeline. They don't want to, okay, but they're being told to. It's being orchestrated, and so this is this reading is bringing this story to life, okay, or they're bringing their ritualistic fantasies to life, okay, coming to life. But see, the thing is, okay, I think I'm going to pull two more cards just to make it an even six. Okay, number six is significant, I guess. Oh, as soon as I said that, goodness, this flipped. Peaks of joy. Okay, there's going to be coming to life. It could mean that something, if you were sad, um, so you were somebody being rescued, someone, um, so if you were sad, You got to choose. In this case, it may not be only this major figure. I'm seeing relationships as well. Okay, let me go there. So we're not going to focus on that. We just have a message that there may be somebody that needs to be careful. But if more about it comes out, I'll talk about it. But we're talking about making choices in relationships, family members, friends, lovers. Okay, um, you're let me see. What does it say? Wait, making a choice. So you got to make a choice between maybe between two people, or maybe you're being told to make a choice between two people, or two people are being called and they're being given a choice on whether they want to be with you. Okay, yeah, two people. It could be more, but we have let's just keep it simple. You have two people that are being brought to the forefront and being told, do you want this? Okay, whatever it is, whatever is going on, they're being asked if they want to be with you. Okay, in a relationship sense, do you want this person? Because this person that this choice is for is very sad. Okay, the full moon may be something that they're wishing, looking at, and is causing a lot of emotional turmoil. Okay, it's causing emotional turmoil in this person. They don't want to they don't want to lose you, but at the same time they're being called to also make a decision on which door they want, the future or the past. Okay, this is the decision that you may be the one that's being made to make the decision, and you're being told to call upon two people from your past that you feel may be the love of your life, soulmate, twin flame. You're Some of you are being asked to reach out to them. It may be they may be in the past, but somehow they keep drawing you in their energy. If you can reach out to them or they reach out to you, there's a test that must be done. They must show you that you are being put first. Okay, you all you have to do is reach out, or if they reach out to you, you make a decision to maybe see each other or plan to see each other. How they treat you before you see each other and after you see each other will let you know to make the final decision on which door you want. Do you want a new relationship, or do you want to try and work it out with somebody that has treated you less than? Okay, less than. Even if this person it comes back, it says with the full moon, you're sad. You're looking at the moon. You're feeling the moon is you're in turmoil about this. You're trying to figure out what to do, but your best bet is the future. Okay, the best bet is to go towards the future, because this is a full moon. It means that you've been hurt so badly by this situation. Your heart hurts because you're being made to make a decision, because the past actually has to show by a certain timeline, which you have the hourglass here. The hourglass says they have a certain amount of time and it's running out. Okay, they have a short amount of time to make that decision on whether you are the one for them or not. If they take their time, they ghost you, they take days to talk to you, or they just text you, they don't feel the need to share emotions, but you are sharing your emotions, but you're not being um, they're not exchanging so that you can know how they feel, and you're just the one guessing how they feel, but they're not letting you know, but they're doing actions to make it look like it's real or that they want something in return, but then ghosting you, ignoring you, not telling you how they feel, maybe, you know, saying that they're going to see you and then they don't show up, telling you that they like you, telling you how much they miss you if you contact each other again, but then days, nights, days, more days go by and they don't contact you because they're waiting to be available. Who's there that they're not available to you now? Someone else is occupying their space for them to not be available to you to put you first. This person may come up with excuses. I have this, I have that, I have this. Every excuse they have, they have so many chores, so many duties. So many responsibilities when you reach this person again. I'm telling you, when you contact this person again, that when they have been used to using you, the first thing they say the first day you contact them is, that you start wondering how they're doing. Oh, I'm good. I got this responsibility. I mean, they start telling you all the responsibilities right away as soon as you contact each other. All the ways that they're never going to be available. They're just so busy. Family is so hectic. Okay. But this person, when I say family, it could be their immediate family or family that they are secretly holding back from you, or maybe they have, maybe during your separation they have met someone else and they've started something new, and they're not telling you because they want to still have their cake and eat it too, because you're um, reaching out again, or they're reaching out. So you're being made to make a decision and to rescue yourself. Okay, rescue yourself, but it's also that you're waiting for your higher self to come and rescue you. But you also have you also have this there's a song by an artist. I actually don't want to say the artist yet, but um Dream Lover, come and rescue me, right? You know who the artist is, okay? But this is just a reading. I'm not here to advertise. I'm just saying the lyrics to a song. Just remember, when you're advertising someone, make sure that they're reciprocating you. Okay. When you advertise when you are advertising anybody that has already made it to the top in your video and you haven't made it to the top, just say, just say a little bit about them so we'll get the hint of who they might be. But do not do the name brand and the name, because if it was them, would they be calling you out for, do they know you? And just remember, I'm being told to say this right now. There's a lot of us that shout out a lot of people and that have been to the top. We say their name, we say what they're doing, their brand and everything, but you haven't even made it to the top. Find a video that that person has made and see if they mention you. Okay, stop doing it. I'm just saying, I'm being told right now. It just came out right now. Stop advertising anyone that doesn't advertise you. It's got to stop, especially if you're in divine energy. Stop being too nice. You're being too nice. So we have that the lyrics to the song is Dream Lover, come and rescue them, right? So you have a hot air balloon and you're hoping this person comes and rescue you because you're in turmoil, okay? And also that person that I was talking about in higher places, okay, in a higher place, they're desperately hoping somebody will find out and rescue them, okay? They're really in turmoil because they're probably being held against their will, or being made to say things and do things against their will. And this is somebody in a high place, okay, of authority. And it's sad. They're in turmoil because they're hoping that there's somebody come and rescue them, because maybe some of the things that you are hearing and saying, this person is blocked in. They're being shut out. They're being isolated, okay, and they're being, and people are speaking for them, or tarnishing their reputation, slandering them. Basically, they're being torn down, and they're hoping, hopefully, it's like they're hoping somebody comes and rescue them from this mess that other people, are putting on them. Okay, and so, but time is running out for whoever is in that has been hurting you. Time is running out. Okay, and with the hot air balloon, I see some type of rescue. Hopefully, that person in higher position gets rescued. It is a male. Okay, it's a masculine. It is a male masculine. Okay, um, coming to life. Okay, so someone feels like them being rescued, they can tell their story, and they can be seen again, meaning coming to life. Now they're not hidden. They're not being blocked. Their contents. Their their information, their privacy is not being put all over the place. Okay, so there's somebody also probably in the hospital that needs someone's help. Okay, there's um there's a decision that's being made, and someone wants, I heard somebody needs someone's help because maybe a hospital is making a decision on a family member that is not right. There's probably some people that are not letting family members know that this person is in the hospital. Okay, and they're trying to make a decision on this person's life, but this person, if they can just be rescued, they'll be just fine. They're coming to life. They're not really ill. But I'm seeing that they're in turmoil. Maybe they don't have their family or friends are not aware that they're being held against their will. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. Peaks of joy. They're going to be so happy when they're rescued. I promise you. Coming to life. That means there somebody's going to come to their rescue. It's going to be the right person at the right time. Come and rescue this person from the hospital bed, or maybe a family member would just feel something, or maybe somebody that is aware of your family member or this family member will go and find, it's just they'll be called to come go and help that person. This is a big energy. Okay, somebody is peaks of joy. They're going to be so happy that they've been rescued, even if they're in a relationship that's not working out. They're trying to figure out if this is not a hospital situation, right? It could be that there's a person in a relationship where they want to get out of it. They're trying to figure out, should they go towards just a new life or sticking with whatever is going on, and they're in turmoil. But time is running out on this relationship because they're really heartbroken. I'm seeing heartbroken. Okay, let me get another card. But this person, once they are rescued, is going to be they're going to be totally different. You're going to see a totally different person, family member, friend, lover, whatever this is. Okay, they're but they're going to be okay. So there's going to be peaks of joy. But as far as there's a relationship here that actually will not come together, but they will want you to come and rescue them after putting you through some type of turmoil. Okay, the moon card and rescue. They want you to come rescue them from the decision they made. Okay, they made a decision to choose a door other than yours, right? If they did that, if they didn't choose your door, then this is the story where they didn't choose you. You're heartbroken. But now I think you've rescued yourself or had your higher self. Okay, you healed, and your higher self is helping you get out of this situation, is letting you let it go. But now the other person may see something about you and want to come back, but you're done, right? So if you're done with the moonlight here, is with the hourglass, it says that it may be backfiring on them. Okay, that now they need you to rescue them. We see the waterfall. They need you to pour emotions into them, but this is what you wanted from them, but you poured it into yourself and you healed yourself, you rescued yourself, but now it's going to backfire on them. Okay, you're coming to life, you're feeling rejuvenated, you're feeling happy. If you felt it's a transition, so rebirth. So if you feel like you one day you just woke up and you felt like you just woke up from the dead, that's what it means. You came back to life. You rescued yourself. You healed yourself. So it's kind of like the hospital thing where you may be spiritually, it could be that it's a metaphor where you're spiritually in the hospital bed. You're just wanting someone to rescue you because you feel so ill. You feel so hurt, and your heart is aching, and you want somebody to just take that pain away, right? And so you start feeding on inspirational thoughts, positive thoughts. Somebody maybe a video, or just listening to inspirational words, maybe somebody that in Hierophant energy. When I say Hierophant, meaning someone in spiritual energy is going to, you know, keep help you keep uh, your grounding, your keep you mentally stable, okay, emotionally stable. This person is feeding emotionally into you so that you can be balanced, okay. So this helps you. All right, so coming to life. Yeah, this is definitely feels like you died and rose from the dead. So you may have felt that on the 5th of November. There's no if you did not feel that on the 5th of November, I don't know what to say. That would have been on the 5th of November if you went to sleep and then you felt like you came back to life, because the 11/5, that's change. Okay, that means you finished something and there's a change coming. That means you pretty much you feel you rose up from age. Is I'm hearing the feeling like you're an ancient being, and when you woke up you felt like you were remembering something from the past, okay, something about who you were. And that should have been on the 5th of November 2025. Okay, so we have sacred pool. Okay, so wow, okay, so you have a lot of love to give. Your words of wisdom are is going to heal so many people. Sacred pool, like you pouring into people, loving on them, telling them how great they are. It's you have that ability to with the peaks of joy. And then sacred pool, people feel joy when they're around you or when you speak life into them. Okay, they come to life when you speak to them. You're that person. Okay, these are oracle cards. All right, so okay, well, let me clarify these cards before I let them go. All right, so clarify the two doors there. It's called making a choice. Okay, let's clarify making a choice. Let's see. Let's clarify making a choice. Strength and the lovers. What did I say? Strength and the lovers. You see that? Man. So yeah, it's somebody that you love. Having enough strength. You see, you have to have enough strength to let it go. But you held on so long. I'm seeing that you love. This is somebody that loves unconditionally. Okay, loves hard, loves mightily, like mighty. Okay, um, and the thing is that we have Cupid here, right? It means that you feel like this is your soulmate or that you were meant to be. Okay, with the lovers having Cupid, in the hand points towards Cupid, saying you feel like this is the person you was meant to be with. Okay, but we have a clock here. Okay, the timing on when you met is probably what makes you feel like this was a soulmate, because maybe you were lonely. You were at this. You were something about you or this person was lonely at the time you met. Okay, when you first met, and now you're yearning for this soulmate, but it's your strength that keeps you holding on to this person. It says that the lover. All right, the lover has to make a decision. Your lover has to have enough strength. Do they have enough strength? Do they care more about other things than what you really need, right? There may be other things keeping them occupied. So what's this other door? What is this other door? Because that's one of the doors with strength and lovers. Okay, it's too many. Goodness. Come on now. Oh, is that upside down? No, 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 no. We have another door there that I want to clarify before I say something else. Okay. Okay, we have, oh, the chariot. The other door is your chariot and judgment. Wow. That's the other door. You go ahead and leave this in the past, make a final decision, and go towards your future. Prophecy. Go with what's prophesied for you. True love. That's what you either you are you going to have enough strength to put up with what the other person is doing, what that other door is. Do you have enough strength to put up with this lover? Do you have enough strength to put up with it and still stay in turmoil, because that's where you're headed. This is that lover, okay, having enough strength to put up with what type of lover is this? Okay, what type of lover is that? I want to know. What type of lover is that? And what did that lover what did that lover do to you? Okay, that you have to have enough strength for a love interest, a love relationship. What is the strength for? What is the lovers there for? Who is this lover? What do they do that you have to have enough strength? What is this lover? Okay, so we have the high priestess. What's the secret? They have secrets. You've already discovered some of their secrets. Do you have enough strength to see? You've been told some of the things that this person has been doing. You've been told by that tarot readers, inspirational leaders, people that um, um, tell you about um, relationships and how they could be going. Right? It's kind of like yeah, just like tarot readers, like I'm doing. Okay. And people that don't use tarot, they also give messages of how your partner it could be treating you. And if they're treating you a certain way, you might want to reevaluate. Okay. The high priestess said, this person has secrets and you already know them. You've been told these secrets. Are you going to just say, you know what? You're going to just let this person into your future? Do you have enough strength to put up with with whatever these secrets are? Okay. These lovers have secrets, or they're doing secret things behind your back, right? To you, possibly. So the high priestess is telling you there's too many secrets. There's things about this person that you that has been revealed to you, because the card is upright. That means you've been revealed. These secrets have been revealed to you through possibly other people or your intuition. You can just feel something's not right. Okay, tell me something else about this lover, the soulmate. You see it, the secret. This person may also be with somebody else. They may be married. They may be just about their family, or this person is. It could be that this person, whatever the secret is, if it's okay, let's say it's family. Let's say it's not it's just somebody you love, okay? And a family member that has a lover that is abusive, okay? They have their secrets. They're keeping secrets, but they're emotionally in turmoil. They're keeping their partner's secrets, okay? There could be anything. Anything could be secrets here. You know something. They know something. Too many in there. Tell me about this lovers. So we have the full card. You no longer. It says that you may have taken a small risk because it wasn't upside down fully. Okay, um, but you may have taken a small risk, but also are no longer taking a risk. It's okay. So it's saying that you should not take a risk, but but you may have been allowed to take a really small risk, and that's to evaluate this lover because they are going to come back in. And the risk you're taking is to invite them back into your life. Okay. Just say, hey, let's go out and eat. Let's go out and do this. When they stand you up, that was the test. That's the only risk you need to take. Sometimes it may be a risk of something that's not fatal. It could be an illness, okay, infection. Something the universe is not going to get you. You're not going to have to deal with something very major. That's why the card was not fully upside down, okay, but it said a little bit that you're going to have to take a small risk. It's not going to, the universe is not going to put you in harm's way. Okay. It just wants you to bring, to allow these people to come back in that told you that they loved you or liked you in some way in the past, but never closed the chapter 11-7, meaning they never finished. It's unfinished business. Um, when it comes to the fact that this chapter is not closed, you're needing to close the chapter. The hourglass is almost done here. You're needing to close the chapter. These people, they've been on your mind. You need to let, you're trying to figure out, is it this person? Is it that person? So the universe is like, oh, let me bring these people back in. Okay. Because this is their last chance to prove to you. But after this, they're getting their karma for everything they've done. Okay. This is judgment. Judgment is here. It says you're moving on, but it's having them come in to your life right now for them to make the final judgment in your life. So this soulmate connection thing the twin flame thing, is got to go, but in the direction of where you are no longer seeing them as love potential. You're going towards something new, but you have to bring these people back in. You have to. You don't. You're going to be made to contact them, or they contact you, or they're going to be pushed to contact you. You're going to see them somewhere. They're going to see you. You're like, hey, hey. Or you're going to be told to call them. Even if these people have married or gone on to relationships or done they had kids, you're being told to call them because your energy is still thinking, because they have not closed the chapter between the both of you. They're leaving it open, as in there's still a chance. They gave you words of of love, and it could be fake love, but you're not sure. So the reason the twin flame journey has lasted so long is because these people love bomb you. That's it. They just loved. They just said like words of love that they didn't mean, and you're trying to figure out like what do I do about this, right? You're trying to figure out what do I do about this information because it keeps nagging at you year after year. Is this person coming back? Are they finally going to make a decision that it's you? Well, this is the judgment day for that. You no longer will be thinking your twin flame is your person after this judgment. So you are being made to take an offer or offer. Hey, do you want to go out to eat? Do you want to go for a walk? Or some of you might want to be intimate. I don't know. But these people are in relationships they say they don't care about. They say they're hurting. Their partner doesn't like them. That's why they met you. They brought you as a third party into their situation. You fell in love, or you felt whatever you fell into, and then they ghosted you or left you for that other person, the ex, or a new person. Okay. Whatever they left you for, it isn't right. They broke your heart, but they left the chapter open. They didn't close the book. Okay. They like pulling strings, and they'll tell you this, and then they ghost you to make you think that they may come back. Ghosting you is kind of like a way of keeping the book open so you can keep pining for them, so that when they're done doing whatever they're doing, they're they're hopeful that you may contact them one day, or they may see you somewhere and you may get together again, and then they play on you again. Okay, so it's kind of like an energy vampire. Okay, but oh man, yeah, the chariot says, this is prophecy, this is judgment. It's been in the works for a long time. And it's time for them to get their judgment. It's not going to be the kind of judgment they're going to like. This is a judgment of you rejecting them. And it's going to be, it's a spiritual jail sentence because they're getting a judgment. So it's a spiritual jail sentence, which is some of these cases are physical. Some of these people are going to be caught in some type of criminal behavior. We're talking in the spiritual sense. We're in the physical, things are going to happen to people to get their judgment for the things that they have done to you. But let's go to the spiritual sense. In the spiritual sense, because we have not seen these things come true yet, we haven't seen them come to pass. We're just talking about what's going to happen in the future. There's a judgment that's so severe that getting you back is not going to be an option. You cannot go backwards. You cannot take them back. Okay. If you choose to take them back in that scenario, just know that they do not, they will not use your love the way you wish. The universe already made a judgment. It's already told you to meet them, talk to them, see how they treat you. Will they put you first? They don't put you first. That's the answer. Okay. Even if they are intimate with you and then you're thinking they put you first because they came to see you, but then they start ghosting you, acting the same way they used to act in the past. They don't put you for, they're not putting you first. Everything else is more important. Okay. And, and they don't tell you how they feel. Some of these people may be receiving income, um, maybe that's maybe money. Maybe that's why maybe they don't think you have enough. Maybe they don't think you have what they are looking for, financially, emotionally. Um, some people may think that you're too much for them. Okay. Um, but that's their energy they're going to be in when judgment comes. You see, judgment's up here above this. When judgment comes, when you move on to your new beginning, it says they're going to watch because it's a prophecy. You um Prophecy is never hidden. It's public. Okay. Prophecy is always public. When it says is prophesied, it means others will see it. They will know that it's prophecy. When I say prophecy, I'm not talking about any religion. Okay. I'm just talking about life itself. Things that are predicted, because you use your sixth sense, uh, your third eye, things like that, your intuition, okay, your experience in life. That's what I mean by um, goodness, prophecy. Okay, your intuition predicting your experience in life, intuition, and the things you've gathered in life will help you see a prophecy come to life. Okay, and it says coming to life. Yeah, a prophecy coming to life. So these people coming back into your life is because it's judgment day for all the twin flame lovers, all of them. Anybody that has um, made you feel like they wanted you but ghosted you, and this could be years worth of trauma. Okay, emotional trauma, and yeah, it says you're going to be rescued. Oh man, it's competition for you in the future. I just saw 5 of Wands. Oh, I said competition for you in the future, and there's a 2 of Cups. There's marriage. Okay. Oh, Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. Let me put these down here. Wow, Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Okay, there's another card. Ooh, I said there's another. Look at that. What's, I'm done. It's finished. I told you the judgment was so you have to pick the other door. Please do not pick the door for the past. Let it go. They're only here to they're only here, they were only called in, okay? Some of you people may say, "Oh, but you said they're married. Why would you be calling a married person?" Because that married person said he don't want to be with you. He's out here telling lies. She's out here telling lies. They don't want to be with you. Loving on other people, telling that other person they want them. And so they've got this person's mind all messed up in turmoil, thinking that this is love. Well, the universe is saying that they need to come and prove it. It doesn't matter whether they're married or not, because these are divine beings that they've been lying to. People that have been these people that have been lying. I've been lying to people that have good hearts. They took advantage of those people's hearts, and then went to other people and shared, the energy of these nice, good people that they lied to, that they cared about. So it's not that anybody wants your man, wants your woman. The universe is saying it's judgment day. Call them in. Since they say they love you so much, they want you so much, but they keep ghosting you, no contact, but stringing you along, making you think that eventually they will contact you. So you're waiting. You're doing this twin flame journey. Twin flame journey is a bust. Okay. It's a done deal. It's a done deal. This is the end of that twin flame journey where you are the one in turmoil. It is time for them to be in the energy, and they will have to pay spiritual jail, some of them 5 years. You will have to, if you do not respect the judgment that is called on there, you will be punished. Any divine being that was hurt and is in this turmoil energy, and you have been given a two doors, a choice, two choices. Okay, you have making a choice. You have two doors, the past or the future. Pick the future. Okay, the past is going to come back. Do what you usually do. Be yourself, be nice, be loving, but be careful. Okay, be very discerning. When they come back in, not everybody is going to. Do not get back with a twin flame you feel there's danger. Okay, do not get back with anybody you feel that may harm you. This is not that message. If you feel that there is no harm, and this was just, a person that you feel was just always, they just wanted somebody else, and you wasn't really a problem. Like, you didn't cause any problems. You didn't try to break up their marriages and break up their relationships after finding out they were in one after meeting you. Some people were in separation, and then after they got your energy, they took your energy and rebuilt that relationship they threw away, or they took that energy that you gave them when they were in separation or single and took it and built it with someone new. How is that your fault? They already took your heart, and now they're stomping all over it, and you're just hoping that they come back and make it better. Don't blame yourself. Don't feel any shame. We're living a human experience, but in a spiritual battle. Okay. Okay. Just remember that. But I tell you to pick the door that says pick a new person, get a new person, because it is time for them to get their judgment. Some of their judgment, if you have known this person for 20 years, okay, and they played with your heart for 20 straight years, their judgment is 20 years of you better not go back to them. You better have all the strength to not get back with that lover. That's what the strength card is saying. Do not get back with them, even though you think they're your soulmate. Okay? Don't it's not worth the risk. It's not worth the risk, because they're going to, what's hidden is that they intend to get you hooked back in. And if you have income coming in, they're going to pretend to like you because they need that income. They need your energy to siphon off of. And if you have kids with them in the future, there's money for them right there. And then they get a divorce and move on and take some of that money with them and fight you in court. That's in the cards. Do not go back to the past. The past has an ulterior motive. That's not love. It's a lover, but it's not love, because the Ace of Cups did not come out for that past, for that door. The Ace of Cups comes out when we're talking about the Chariot and Judgment. It starts pouring out the Wheel of Fortune, a new love, competition. Remember, I saw the Five of Wands in here, and then Ace of Cups. Only when the new door comes out do you see these cards come out. But when we're talking about that old door, everything with the Lovers and the strength, having enough strength to hold on to it, because you're going to need it. If you pick door one, going back to the past, you're gonna have to deal with the consequences of getting that, keeping that soul, that person you think is your soulmate. No one's gonna rescue you from that. You're gonna want to be rescued, and no one, because judgment, you will make the final. You are. It's almost like sitting in court. The final judgment is that you are saying that you want to go back to your past. That's going to be sealed. And whatever happens between y'all, no one's coming to rescue you because you chose that. And your new love is going to someone else that actually wants new love. Don't play. It's not time to play. Not time to play at all. So the chariot is coming because it's judgment. Judgment is here. This is not justice time. Justice came out last week. The card of justice came out last week. The card of judgment is here today with the chariot. Time to go. Time to go. Time to make that decision. It's too late for them. The chariot is saying it's time to go. They've made their decision. By last week, they should have already made the decision if it was you or someone else. All right, that was last week. Justice was still hanging around last week. Last week. This is a new week. And judgment is here. Then the chariot is here. It says it's time for the prophecy to fulfill. The prophecy, it is time for it to be fulfilled as of now. There's no way around it. Once you have made the decision that your past calls you and that's what you want, this is a stamp on it. You go and deal with that. Good luck with that, right? Good luck with it. But something new, it says everything you've ever wanted, everything you've ever needed. Okay? Partnership, love, sharing feelings, marriage, loyalty, love. Anyway, and completion. That's why I said the judgment is here to complete this twin flame cycle. Everybody's tired of that. Okay, let that twin flame go ahead and deal with, because they have not dealt with what they have done. The twin flame journey. How many years back has it been going on? This twin flame journey has been going on for too long. It's time for them to go ahead and start looking at the shadow side of what they've done. It's time for you to move on, and you have to reject them when they come back. It is for your own good, for your own sake, meaning that you are completing a chapter, leveling up. You pick them, you have gone down the ladder. You have not leveled up. You're going down. You're going down to pick up somebody that's already down, that's going to bring you even more down. Go up. Someone new that's going to bring you up and take you even higher. Get it? Take you higher. Get avenue. They're gonna take you higher. Oh, I like that song. I'm about to listen to that later. Okay, let me clarify this with my cards. Okay, so there was major energies in here, a lot of major energies. Somebody wants to be rescued, okay? Unexpectedly. All this will be happening unexpectedly. That's what it's like. It's coming in quick. This is crazy. It's coming in quick. It needs to complete this twin flame chapter. This twin flame chapter. See, it says unexpectedly this is going to happen. You're not going to, it's like maybe overnight, okay, that this chariot, this judgment, or this person is not going to, they're not going to see this. This is unexpected. This is high priestess energy. So when this person tries to come back to you, they want you to come and rescue them from this pain that they feel of your rejection, of you moving on to a new love. That's what door 2 is. The door 2 means that both of you, you're finally going to be with somebody else. Door 1 is you always doing things by yourself, being ghosted. Door 2, you got 2 people working on it. Two people giving each other cups. What's this over here? Looks like 1 cup. One person giving the other person a cup. That's your soulmate. Is that really your soulmate? One person giving the cup all the time? Okay, and they treat you like a child sometimes. This could be your child too. This could be your adult child that is going through a love, some type of love relationship that is not good for them. It's toxic. If you have an older child, okay, but somebody's going to come in to rescue them, even if it's their ancestors, divine power, a human being, somebody that sees them going through some stuff. Okay, all right. So their will is going to turn in wheel of fortune. Take the second door. Choose you. Choose self worth. Choose that you deserve better. Choose that you rather have new love. Choose that. Okay. Hold on 1 second. I need to move something. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Ooh, I don't want to knock anything down. Okay. Yeah. Anyway. Okay. Oh, what's this card was here? No, 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 don't put it back. I forgot. I was about to put the card back. Wheel of Fortune. Wow. The Wheel of Fortune. And you saw the card sitting there. Oh, I came back and I was about to put it in the deck and I looked at it. It's the Wheel of Fortune. Mm. Yeah. One more card to clarify this. And yeah, these are my cards right away. By the way, these are my personal cards. And you can see that's me right there. And that's the ram because I'm an Aries. Okay. I have every zodiac sign in my chart, my birth chart, every zodiac sign. So I can relate. And I love to relate because you can use, it's good to use every energy. Don't just stick to your birth chart, right? I mean, to your only, your birth sign, right? Look at all the signs and see how you can embody them so you can be able to relate to other people. You should want to relate to other people. Okay, you should. Okay, and this is my, this is my tarot deck and all that. My son, my second son, he helped me do the art, the illustration, and took the picture for me. So that's me right there. Okay, so if you're interested in buying one of my cards, a deck of cards, just let me know. Okay, all right, so family member supports you. Okay. So if you have a family member that's going through some stuff, support them. If it's they're going through a relationship that's causing them turmoil, let them know they have your support. Be there for them because it's not easy going through a relationship that the person is just treating you like garbage. Okay. It's not easy. All right, cool. All right, so just watch out for any news, anything that's going on with major news. It's just that I just feel so sad that there is someone in major energy that is in a very, very, very high position that their energies are saying that they need to be rescued, and they're going to be rescued. Okay, there's a rescue here. There's a rescue. If it was going to happen, something is going to happen that they get rescued. They're going to go. I'm hearing they might go into hiding. They may have been tipped off that something was going to happen, or that okay. I'm hearing in my ear. All right. So yeah. Okay. They may get tipped off that something may happen and they need to take cover, or somebody may get tipped off that they need to hurry up and get to you before it's too late. Maybe advice from someone. It's like they better hurry up and get to you because it could be that someone, oh, I heard someone may have heard a tarot reading and they may have heard their friend or a friend of theirs say something and it reminded them of like the twin flame journey, and they're trying to hurry up and tell the person hurry up and get to you because they know something's coming for you. Okay, they're trying to get this person to hurry up and get to you to tell you that they love you or care for you, or somebody might be doing this themselves. They might be like, oh, that sounds like somebody may be listening to a video or twin flame journey, and this person may be the one that's ghosting you, and then they hear, wow, they hear something that's familiar to what they're doing to you, and they're like, oh my gosh, it says that they're going coming into a blessing. Let me hurry up and get over there. Oh wow. Oh wow, a new perspective, the hangman. A new perspective just now. Wow, they're seeing a new perspective. It's like, okay, but they're seeing you in a different light. What kind of light are they seeing you? What are they thinking? If that, let's ask about that message that somebody may be watching a video or a speaker, and then they hear their behavior in a reading, and they're like, man, that's what I'm doing to such and such. Oh no, they're coming into some money. They're coming into wealth. Let me hurry up and go there. This person believes. I think they believe that this is possible because the reading or the video, whatever they're watching, or movie, is giving them a new perspective or changing. I think changing their mind. Okay, give me something that it tells me about this new download, this new perspective or something. Is there? Oh, okay. All right. Oh, wow. We still have we still have, oh. Queen of Swords upside down with the Fool card upside down. The Queen of Swords has seen a new perspective, and I'm seeing bitchy attitude. Is like, or you're just not even going to waste time trying to cut them off. I think somebody is totally blocked. Okay. Um, you feel it's useless to tell them the truth about themselves. It's useless. The Queen of Swords is upside down. You're like, I don't got time for this. I'm not taking the risk. I don't want it. You're not even trying to bother with it because it's a waste of time. This person knew what they were doing. You're seeing a new perspective in this new thing that you're going towards, and you're like, it's not even worth talking to this person anymore. Okay. It's not worth pouring out your heart. It's not worth telling the truth because guess what? Telling the truth is not going to work with this person. They're going to come in with lies anyway. So it's kind of like you're just wasting your time. You know that telling the truth to this person on why you cut them off, it's not going to, it doesn't really matter. You're being told by the universe, see a new perspective. Whatever, even if you told this person the truth of how you feel, it's not worth it because they're still going to try to sugarcoat or beat around the bush about what they've done. They may come in there pretending to love you. So you don't even care to even cut them off. You're like, you decide, you're like, I don't have anything to say. You're not going to keep trying to explain why you're not interested. And it's like this person is seeing you in a new light. You're different. This is I say bitchy attitude. You're like, no. You're not even taking the risk. It's not worth the risk. That's what it says. Fully upside down. The full card is that you're not taking the risk. And you're taking the lead in this. You're going to show this person exactly what it looks like to not care to hear the truth about why someone, you know, ghosted you. It's kind of like you're saying, I don't really care what the truth is, what your truth is. You care that you're ready to move on. And or what, Ace of Pentacles. Let me see. Did I cut the cards? Ace of Pentacles, and you're not in love. I think you've fallen out of love, and you're going towards abundance. So we have the Ace of Cups upside down and abundance. So you're falling out of love. You don't give a damn. What's love got to do with it? And then you're looking towards your abundance. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I don't have the cards facing that way, but okay. Oh, what did I just put these two cards on? Wow. This is sneaky person anyway. This person wants to put you in your headspace again about them. What if you go back to this person, they have you stuck in your mind on their behavior. Okay, this on whether you should let them go. Okay, they want you stuck. Okay, so yeah, live your truth. Pretty much, you've been told the truth about this person. They're sneaky. They're a thief. You know the truth. This is why your sword is upside down. You know the truth already, so you don't need to even. This person is sneaky. They're not. They have swords. They have all kinds of lies. So you know the truth already. So let it go. Nothing they say will matter. Nothing. Nothing. So why even bother coming to tell them your truth or telling them what you've discovered, what you know? Just move on with your life. Okay. It doesn't even matter what you say. They're going to come up with different ways to make it look like you are crazy or that you don't know what you're talking about because they're sneaky. So this is a liar anyway. So no love lost there, obviously. All right. Let's what signs give me just no, I don't really need any signs really. I just saw this just now when I looked over there. Okay, so let me just pick three signs out of here, but let me just randomly what signs that you might have to um signs that might be going through this. What energy are going to be used? Um what energy should you look for in this message? Okay, so we have Aquarius. All right, so unfortunately, Aquarius is going to be the one that's going to be hit hardest when it comes to this judgment. Um, Only because they're the card of the truth. Okay, they're the sword, and because the truth is the truth hurts. Aquarius is what the year of Aquarius, but Aquarius is going to be hit the hardest. The hardest is the air sign of Aquarius, meaning that Aquarius holds that sword. It's supposed to be the one that's very direct and very truthful, but there may be ego and narcissism and greed involved with Aquarius energy that needs to be that needs to go to school. So Showtime, okay. I was thinking of Bruno Mars. Don't do it. My reading was about to be infiltrated by saying names. I said almost fully said his full name. You heard me, but that's it. But anyway, I heard Showtime. That's guess who's back again? Exactly. But um you're gonna have to detach or feel when you get this um if you have had issues with um air energy where you know the truth is in your face on how someone really cares about someone really feels about you. It's like their true colors. Yeah, right. Their true colors are showing. This is that judgment where because their true colors are showing, the universe is saying time for them to go to class, time for them to go to school to learn a harsh lesson about being egotistical, being greedy, and being narcissistic, and also pompous. Let me see. Um, it's also teaching them. Um, it's going to disrupt their life. Oh, okay, but this is mostly air signs. Okay, mostly air signs are going to feel this the hardest, but Aquarius is the most extreme hardest that's going to feel this energy because they are the sword of truth. Okay, They're the ones that's supposed to be really strict about the truth. They easily detach. Okay, they can detach when something is when they they really feel passionate and true, and something is really true to them. They detach. Okay, but um, unfortunately, the air signs are going to be held in like a spiritual school. It's almost like boot camp. Okay, it's a school to learn how to not be greedy, how to not be selfish, how to stop being like everything revolves around you. It's kind of like that type of energy where Aquarius is being made to learn a lesson. It's not punishment, and they're going to feel like it's punishment. Okay, but it's not. It's just they have to learn that when they have and they're being led to share with someone that has always been there for them, always loved them, always cared for them, that when they have it and they decide to be selfish, when you have love, it's kind of like almost the same scenario when you have this lover, right? And you show so much love to them that when they get the love, they go and build. But instead of sharing with you what they have built, they look down at you like, what are you going to do? They don't share with you, but your energy helped them to build. And when they build, they go up the ladder and make a bunch of friends, meet new people. They choose other people as family. They leave you behind. And then only when they get dropped down, they come to you for advice or they come and visit you. But they really don't want to be around you because your once they get but they come around you. When they do, they get boosted again, and then they leave and they're like, oh, okay, I feel better now. Then you don't hear from them. They stop talking to you, communicating with you, ghosting you. And then you hear them big up other people and everything. And it's kind of like, damn, then they'd say things that make it feel like you are not part of the um, you're not part of the team or not part of the equation. And so this experiment is an experiment. Okay, don't get it twisted. The gov is also watching an experiment. It's an experiment. Okay, but it's a spiritual experiment, and then it's a man-made experiment. Man likes to get his hands into something that he feels, okay, ooh, what's going on over there? Let's see if we can do this, tweak that, because they hear about the prophecy. So they're going to dip their hand in it too and see if they can move some pieces on the chessboard. Okay. Especially if you have people you're talking about wealth. Oh no, 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 no. They're probably trying to figure out how to block all of this messages that are coming in. It could be that, or they might let it go through and see what is happening and then play, their little pawns wherever they need to. They may see that, okay, the prophecy is going to come true. Well, once it comes true, they may try to figure out how they can take ideas from the prophecy and profit from it. It happens. Okay, who's next? Cancer. Goodness. Cancer. Okay, so Cancer energy is definitely this is comforting, nostalgic, birthing, tender, family oriented. Okay, so you need somebody that's defensive and family oriented. And that's that Cancer energy with that new person. And the old person didn't give this to you, that Cancer energy. Okay, they didn't give you that Cancer energy. You were met with Aquarius energy, meaning roof, just like brutal force, meaning that this person didn't give a damn about your heart. When they left you and they went on to live their life and do whatever they want, and they ghosted you and didn't care how you felt. That is that strict energy that they don't care. I'm not saying Aquarius is evil. It's not. They are built for this. Okay, they're built for this, but they also have to understand that other people are made differently. And this is just to teach them that, hey, we need balance. We need balance here. Okay. Protective. So you're going to have someone that's very protective. Okay. Very protective, Cancer energy, tender, nocturnal, comforting, sympathetic, shoulder to cry on, has feelings, shares their feelings, has feelings for you. Okay. Introverted, moody, caring, receptive. This is door two. Door one is that you feel like you're in prison and you need to be rescued. Remember, we had the rescue card. We have POW. We have POW. This is strict energy that keeps that is we have egotistical, okay, selfish energy inside. This is very, it's like this is strict mine, mine, mine. I, not we. I. I said, I want, I do, I don't. That type of energy, I will, I won't. Okay. And so they're going to be going through some type of air sign schooling. They got to go to school. School is almost time. It's like November, towards the end of November, but it's the card of judgment came out in this reading. So yeah, it's their judgment is being made. Is going to be the chariot is here to take them to school. So it's just like when you're in boot camp, the bus is coming to take you to the gate, and then they drive you into the whatever fort that you are going to be doing boot camp in. Is once those doors close, it's time for school. So Aquarius, school is about to start. The chariot is here. You're about to school. I think started is I think the residue of it starting this week or last week. If you were ghosted last week, you should have already gone through the process of the person you were supposed to, the people that were supposed to be sent to you were supposed to be sent to you within the last 3 weeks. Okay, within the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks, there's a person before that was sent to you. That person may have come in with all kinds of stinky behavior, no money, no resources, possibly carrying infections. That person was sent to you. Don't make no mistake. That person was sent to you. If you got any issues about in September, let's say September time, somebody was sent into you to cause chaos, to try to drain your resources. But you were supposed to finally put your foot down and say no. Okay? Whatever they brought to you, you said enough is enough, get the hell out. That person was meant to come in. If that didn't come into you, you were not you're not the person that this reading is about. In September, remember, please go back. In September, there was someone sent to you that was not the one for you. But because you were either celibate or minding your business, this person was sent to stalk you, circle your block, circle you every time. You saw this person every time. You was meant to see them all the time while you were celibate. And when you got out, when this person was the reason you got out of celibacy, right? If you got out of celibacy because of this person may have been carrying things, demons that you did not expect to get. You may have tried to help this person, but you were only supposed to do this temporary. You were being tested to see if you were going to keep putting up with it only because you wanted someone. No matter, the universe was going to have this person bring in every time, every day you took it in, it was going to make it do something you didn't like. Even if it was the government playing their little game with their little puppets, you still was sent somebody that was going to do things you didn't like. It's testing you to see if you're going to just put up with it just because you want somebody, just because you want a lover. No matter what they did, this person could stink. They could track in manure on your carpet. You just like, oh, I don't like it, but you're gonna hold on. This person is probably on drugs. Their communication skills awful. You know, this person is dirty. This person is just like, or they spend time with people outside and don't spend time with you. This person is going to do everything that you do not want in a soulmate. I promise you everything. But you should have let go of that person by now. And if you're still holding on to that person, you are running out of time to let them go, because judgment is here. Judgment is here. It's time to take them. And if you still holding on to one of these people, you're still holding on to that person that is because they, when they're using you like that, that's they feel like you're obligated to take care of them. They're using your resources. It's kind of narcissist. It's a narcissist that with no resources. Okay. And they're spending time with, aunts, uncles, and everything, everybody else, maybe on drugs, alcohol, maybe, but just maybe they don't do those things. But everybody else is their priority but you. They've got to go this place, they got to go that place, they're too busy. Well, there was somebody there that was sent to you that was supposed to irk your nerve. You're supposed to let that go weeks ago. Weeks ago. The time for you to let that go was 11:58 at night. 11:58. A couple weeks ago, you had until midnight to let that go. It was raining outside. It didn't matter. But you had a time frame. You had a time frame. And now it's time for us to it's time for air signs to go to school and learn a lesson about um, holding on to relationships that don't serve them, but rejecting relationships that actually help them. So if you're rejecting family members to hold on to your partner that is abusive, and you're still holding on to it this week when judgment comes in, it's going to be a very bumpy ride. Okay. Because time's up. Judgment is here for anyone that anybody, if you have let go if you have noticed that you're ready to move on to this new thing, Judgment Day is going to say, we're going to help you move on. They're going to come and rescue you to move on to this new thing. Okay. Because it said, the Oracle card says, your rescue is here. You're going to come back to life. You're going to feel good again. Okay. You're not going to feel that heavy sorrow. But guess what? That heavy sorrow is it has to go somewhere, transmuted somewhere. Somebody else has to hold that L. You need to own that. You're going to be owning that W, that feel that thing you've been holding on to, that L, and it's going to be given to the person that actually belongs to, the one that's kept you in turmoil and ghosting you and making you feel useless. That person is about to get that ball of energy that you've been holding, hoping that somebody come and rescue you and take it away and give you something, the ball of sunshine. Well, is gone. So air signs, if you are still holding on to a relationship that you need to let go of, you should have had today, maybe by today or yesterday, somebody should have come and rescue you from that. It could be spiritually, your ancestors. It could be your parent wishing, you know, that you get out of it. Something has to have happened by yesterday or today. Oh, okay. Oh, that you be rescued from that relationship. People talk about prayers and talk about I don't do any prayer thing, but there's people that do. So that's on that they do that, and that's how they believe. Some people believe in higher calling ancestors and whatever you want to. And I believe in me saying, hey, I need my son, I need my daughter to be rescued from a bad relationship. All I got to do is say that, and I believe that they're out of it, and they're going to get out of it. Okay. And you can rescue your own family members from turmoil at this time. The energy is there. It's saying that if you want to rescue your family or rescue someone, the time is now. Okay. Use your energy to rescue them from some type of toxic relationship. It's talking about relationships, either platonic or sexual. Okay. So it's here. They're about POWs. They're about to be discovered. Aquarius, air signs, energy. The energy of air sign. I'm not saying all Aquarius is bad. Okay. Some Aquarius may be in Cancer energy and they may be doing just fine. Okay. But there are some that are egotistical and they have to learn a lesson at this time. Okay. There's some air signs that are very nurturing. Okay. But nurturing and not egotistical. They're not selfish. They're very comforting and loving. There's some, there's some air signs that embody Cancer, but they're not using Cancer energy. They're strictly just using their air sign energy, and that's where they're going to get caught up in spiritual jail. And some people are going to end up in physical jail if they've done something criminal. Okay, but Spiritual jail is when you are being selfish, egotistical, narcissist, but you have not literally harmed the person, okay, in a physical way. But those that are going to jail is because they've harmed people or stole something, okay. Um, but they're going into some type of spiritual jail or real jail, okay. They're going to be wanting people to come and rescue them, just like a real war. This is spiritual war. Just like a real war, they're going to be wanting you to come and rescue their heart because you're going to say, no, I want something new. They're going to be begging, pleading, please, 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 just the same way you were, because that ball is now on their court. And they're going to be begging and pleading for you to rescue them, dreaming and wishing that they could take it back, but it's too late. You have to do your part. You have to say it's too late for them. You don't, you fail the test, you go backwards. And you keep that person from growing. You will be held accountable for that. You go backwards, you will be held accountable for enabling that person from growing, from learning from what they did to you. So they're going to be in spiritual jail, in spiritual camp. Not it's like a to them it's like jail, but it's just camp. It's spiritual camp, but they're going to be physically walking around. Okay, you're going to probably see them. They're going to pop up. They're going to call you. They're going to text you, email you, whatever. They're going to be trying to plead and plead with the universe, because that singer also has a song where she's like, they're praying to the heavens above, right? For you to come back just one more time, just one more chance. People, give me one more chance, give me one more try. It's not happening. And anyone that's being chosen, you better not take anybody back from the past that ghosted you. They had their test last week and they made the decision. If you are not happily with this person as of last week and you guys are doing everything together, they're happy, if you were not doing that where they were sincere, they poured their heart out to you, and they weren't trying to take from you, they didn't steal from you, you're starting to go places together as of last week, you're fine. Okay, you should be good. But this energy is saying that that's not happening. Someone, a lot of people are not in the energy where this person has done the right thing and mended your heart, and they strung you along for too long. Okay, they took too much of your time. Okay, you're trying to rescue them from you leaving them for treating you bad. You can't rescue them from that. It's a spiritual warfare. They're at war right now with the spirit world and with the physical, but the spirit world has to put them in boot camp. And some people, some of their sentences in spiritual jail will be 20 years if they have ghosted you for 20 years. If you have known this person for 20 years or more, 20 years is the maximum, okay, that you will have to stay away from this person. You may still like them, love them, but move on to the future and look at the new thing. You're going to be abundant. Money's going to come to you to keep you occupied while they are being while they're in school. You're being paid for your trouble. Okay. They're not going to get any extra for being in their POV. Whatever they had is what they're going to have. If they have money coming in, that money's not going to stop just suddenly. Okay. But how they see their money and how they see your wealth, your wheel of fortune, is going to make it where some of them start to have bad habits because they can't get you back. They start to they're trying to compete with you because, let's say you went and bought a sports car. Now you're wealthy. You bought a sports car. Now this person is trying to compete with you. They hear that you're doing this, you're doing that. Now they're trying to compete with you with what they have. The universe is not going to give them what they gave you. They're going to see what you have and compare it and start resenting you, and then start resenting their own money. But before, when they had their money, they were selfish because they had more than you. That's what the lesson is that they had more than you. and they were being selfish when they were asked to help you. I'm talking about helping people that have helped them. Like this twin flame journey, you have put in so much into loving this person, and you will always take them back no matter what. You poured love into them and they built on it. You have family members that you poured love into them, and they built off of that. They went up the ladder because of your love and affection. You supported them, and you asked this one time for this help. This is that type of energy where you ask that one time for this help, and they're like, "Nope, I ain't your bank account." That's the type of energy. So this is why they're going to school, but they're going to see it as punishment, because what you have to do is you cannot share with them. Give them, if you owe them, if let's say they gave you something in the past, pay what you owe. Pay all your debts off. You're going to be given enough money to pay all your debts off and have money to overflow. Okay. Some of you may have more. Some of you, just enough, or somebody may bless you, whatever you call it. Okay. Somebody may gift you so that because you've done the work, you will be gifted. Okay. Even if the universe has to give one person the pot of gold, and then that person gives to everyone that has done the work, it can work either way. Okay. What's the third sign? Ah, la, 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 la. Okay. Gemini. Oh, wow. Gemini. It's amazing how Gemini is the card that's picked out. That's another air sign. That's the crazy part. This is the card of the lovers. The lovers card. If you do not feel butterflies anymore for this person, it's done. I think you just, if you feel hurt when they come around, you feel this hurt in your heart that they're going to leave again. That's not butterflies. That's hurt. That means you felt that they have hurt you so many times, but you still try to forgive them. That's not forgiveness energy. It's time for school. It's time for them to go to school and learn that you can't treat people like this. Okay. All right. And then for those of you that like to give, only give what you owed. Okay. Only give what you owed. Do not give any extra. If you become a millionaire, and the person and any family member that has not given to you, but let's say you're giving back, you're paying back somebody. Let's say they gave you $500 throughout the years, and you're like, I finally can pay you back. Here's $500, right? Right? You tell them, here's $500. They're looking at you like, I know you didn't just give me $500. You just got millions of dollars. They're looking at you like, because this is either an ex or a family member or a friend. They're looking at you like you owe them something, but when it was time to help you, they gave you the bare minimum. They gave you, and then they made a fuss about even giving you the bare minimum. And then maybe one time you really needed their help, and they had it. They're like, I'm not your bank account, and they said no. That's that energy. Give that same energy back. Do not give them any extra, because the lesson, the boot camp they're going to, is to teach them that you don't give extra, you don't get extra. Okay? You don't give love, you don't get love. But these people have been getting love and not been feeding into you. They've been, to give you love, they fussed about it. You ask for something because you're down and out. Well, did you go and get an application today? I mean, but when they want something, you're like, how much you need? What do you need? I can help you with this. Or do you need food? But you never said, oh, did you go get a job today? Did you go? It's kind of like if they're hungry right now, you're going to feed them. But you're going to ask somebody that's mooching off of you to go get a job. Yes. But if we're talking about somebody that just ask you for something, but they have their own. It's just that they just needed help maybe with their electric bill, and it was a sudden rise in electric maybe, and they just like, hey, can you help? But they got a house, they got an apartment, they got everything else. They just asked for one thing, and you're like, no. Or maybe their car broke down, and they know that you have said that you have, and they're like, can you help me with my car? It was just this amount. They're like, no. But they could have helped you. But they never saw you getting any, they never saw you rising above them. So this is why they kept you at a beg me, but I'm going to say no level, because they never saw you getting above them. They never saw you rising above them. Okay. And now this lesson is that they will see you rise above them. And this is going to tear up their ego really bad. It's going to tear up their ego, especially, oh, I just got, there are people that are preachers that their ego is going to be torn down so low because spiritual people are going to be rising and you're going to show proof of their spirituality. They're going to show proof, and those people are going to be in their egos because they have been false preachers, false teachers, and they've been ruling for a long time, pretending they care about your education, pretending they care about your spirituality while doing everything behind closed doors, receiving money, knowing that you were not being properly educated or they weren't teaching you the right knowledge, but receiving money, knowing that something was wrong, but they're just collecting a paycheck. These are the energies that are going to be in POW, prisoners of war in the spiritual sense. People that didn't do the work but want the pot of gold. Okay. And so Gemini says you're going to be very mobile. Okay. um Restless, brilliant, collaborative. Yes, that's the collaborate. That's the energy that is coming out. Spiritual people, you're going to come together from all over the place. If you are the ones that have been led together, you will come together. That means this could be your spiritual team. Okay. But communicative, that means you're going to be able to, people are going to understand your communication. They're going to be inspired. You're going to inspire people. You coming together. You're going to come together. Okay. You got to be very flexible though with your time. But it seems like you're going to be. You're going to be. But at the same time, when the universe calls on you, they're going to make sure they're going to be able to fit the flexibility, because some of you may have children. Some of you, your children go to school. You have a business. The universe is going to work with you. Trust me. It's not going to do anything that it's already has this in works. It's already shaped everything before this judgment came. Everything was okay. Final judgment is coming because everything has been put. The blueprint for this has been put together. The final judgment for you to finally meet and for you to finally socialize. It says social, collaborative, seeking each other, seeking inspiration, seeking wisdom. That's coming in. Seeing a new perspective. The word perspective is in Gemini too. That's what we said. We had the hangman, seeing a new perspective. Should I do I said 3 cards, so we're gonna leave it at that. But these are the energies that are going to be very, very important. Gemini, the lovers. Okay. Love. People you love. Okay. Cancer, family. Family oriented behavior. Is the past person showing that to you? Have they ever shown it to you? Or are you looking for the future and just taking the chance and saying, okay, I'm gonna let the new person, somebody new, come into my life and show me this. Okay. But the past hasn't shown you this, let them go because they have school to go to. They have school. Okay. They're going to feel like it's a prison. It says POW, but it's not. It's some type of boot camp. It's some type of learning, spiritual learning, inspirational learning. Some people may have to go back to school. Maybe some people are just, they're just going to decide to occupy their time by going to school. Maybe some people that have not dealt in, I just heard that people that did not deal in spirituality will now start working on their spirituality. So this is they will be, once they get over themselves, like, okay, get over their ego and the narcissist behavior, because you're going to have to help them get out of that by rejecting them. Yes, you love them and you're looking back, but You remember this story of the turning into a pillar of salt. Don't look back. Okay? Don't look back. They're going to be pretty salty. Metaphorically speaking, these people are going to be pretty salty at you for refusing them because they're going to be like, they're going to be thinking, wait, but you said you loved me. Now they care. Now they know you love them. It's all is they don't want to go through the process of feeling what you felt when they ghosted you. They don't want to go through that process. They just want you to just rescue them from it. They don't want to go through that process, that 20-year or 15 or 10-year process of your heartache. They don't want to go through that, but that's what they're going to have to go through when you reject them. But some of them, you're rejecting them from your resources. That's the real reason. I'm going to tell you the root reason. All of a sudden, that you're being told to not look back is because the root reason the universe is saying is because of your abundance, your wealth. It's not because they love you. They are going to tell you they love you to get to that wealth so they can share it and use it. And in some of your cases, we've already seen the in the future, if you let them into your life with that wealth coming in, they're going to sabotage you in the future. You're going, if they get you pregnant or if you make babies, they're going to find a way to divorce you so they can get some of that money. That's in the cards. That's in there. There's no way out of it. They're going to find a way to try to take some of that money. That's why they need to come in. They do not love you. It's not love when you find out somebody is prosperous. All of a sudden you like them. All of a sudden you know who they are. All of a sudden you know they love you. When your wealth comes after the person rejects you, it's not the love that's going to bring them back. It's your wealth. And they have plans in the future. They're going to pretend they love you to get you back in. They're going to say everything possible. They're going to do everything, letters, emails, phone calls. Don't block them. What you're not supposed to do is, I'm telling you, don't block them. Okay? At first. Don't block them at first because they need to be able to, it's like when they call you, they email you, don't block anything at first. Don't block anything. Because it's the way the universe has to show proof that they were going to do this. Okay? But after you get after you start you get your new person, block them. Your new person and you get together, you know this is a real thing, you're ready for the next level, and that new person, block. Okay? Because they're in school. They're not allowed to use the phone. For a while. Okay. But they're still free to go and make new relationships, but they'll be too stuck on the fact that they lost your wealth, kicking themselves, saying, man, why didn't I just believe in them? Why didn't I just stick around? Because you didn't want to. You did what you wanted to. That's why. So the thing is that they're going to have it. No one's going to, I told you the 7 of Wands, I mean the 7 of Swords with the Ace of Swords makes the truth is there, but with 7 swords and the eighth sword is the Ace of Swords, right? Next to the 7 of Swords. This is a person that's sneaky, but they're not going to be all in their head. They're going to be in their head trying to figure out the truth. Are they going to they're going to have to realize the truth. They're going to have to play things over and over again and tell themselves the truth on why they lost it, why they lost the relationship. That's why the Ace of Swords was right next to the 7 of Swords. Stop lying to yourself and tell yourself the truth on why you lost that relationship and why that you cannot get in there, why this person is not taking you back. So that's why the Ace of Swords was right next to the 7 of Swords. That's a good thing. It says, stop lying to yourself. Stop lying to yourself. Tell yourself that you was being a sneaky individual. You were being conniving, sneaky, dirtbag, whatever you were being. You was being a liar, a thief, and that's why you're not getting part of this wealth. Stop lying to yourself and tell yourself the truth. That's why the Ace of Swords is right next to the Seven of Swords. Okay, so like I said, they're gonna be free to date and do whatever, but they'll be so concentrated on you getting that wealth and them losing out on me being with you. You being seen, being known with somebody else or with other people. This could have been their chance to be in the limelight with you or be in whatever type of setting with you, sharing the wealth. They've been cut out. You don't even want to explain to them what they did. They know what they did. The Queen of Swords upside down means I don't need to explain to you. You know what you did. Why should you be? What discussion should you have? What is the discussion? No, it's not worth the risk to waste your time. Some of you, it's not worth the risk to even have a discussion with that person. They may harm you. That's why it says don't even take the risk. Don't be in the same place at the same. Don't meet them anywhere. Don't because this person may know that you have left them and they may go crazy. It's not worth the risk. Do not get back with that person. They're in spiritual jail. They're in spiritual boot camp. Okay. That's so sad that these people will still have the money. No one's going to take anything from them that they've already earned. If they have money, a job, everything, the universe is not going to take that from them. But they're going to see their money as garbage and useless once they see what you get and that they missed out on you. They're not going to even look at their money the same. They're going to look like at it like it's nothing, like resenting it and wanting more, but knowing that they could have had more with you. This is going to be so sad and pathetic. Okay, it's going to be so sad and pathetic, and that's that mostly. It says these are all three of these signs could be every zodiac sign, but these are the three signs that may have to deal with that with Aquarius, Cancer, and Gemini. If you've been using that energy of being selfish and micromanaging what you give to a family member or someone close, a love interest, you're micromanaging that. You're being selfish because you think you have more than that person. Well, and you also are aware that there's somebody that is in your family or somebody that loves you and has poured into you. You are aware that they're in financial strains, but you look the other way. You pretend you don't know what's going on, or you just don't want to talk about it. But you know that when you see them or hear them, they're having. You can see if you are close to someone, family members that support you, it's the card even said earlier, it's family members that support you that you should support. Not just any stranger off the street that said, oh, give me some money. This is somebody that's actually poured into you, loved on you unconditionally. And this is somebody that was told, please help them. They have an issue with their car. They have an issue with their dishwasher. They have an issue with their washer. All the universe knew you had enough to help them. But because you felt that they were lower than you financially, you held your nose up and said no. But you knew you had it. Universe, like around the time that you are being this is happening, the universe had poured a lot into you, into the person that is selfish. They have enough to help when the universe sends for them to help. They have enough pouring over to help. And they said no. But now your wealth, your wheel of fortune is going to be so much more. It's like 10 times higher than theirs. And they're going to look at their money like it's nothing. And then you're not going to give them but what you owed. And even if it was just $5,000, and let's say you got 50 million or 10,000 or I mean, 100 million. Let's say you got 100 million, but you only gave this person $500. They're going to be resenting you and wondering, wait a minute, you got that much millions and you're giving me just 500, 5,000. They're like, but I'm such and such. I'm your family. I'm your lover. I'm your ex. I'm your friend. I'm your best friend. but yes, you've been around this person for a long time, but they've had behavior towards you that's condescending a lot most of your life, maybe most of your life. But you just, because they were family, you just looked the other way. You understood that, they're going to treat you that way because they have more than you. So now that you have more and you're not giving them more than they've given you, they feel entitled to the fact that because you have an abundant amount, you should just give it to them because you have it. Just give it to them. To them, you should just give to them because you have it. That's not how we can't do that. Give them what you owe, pay everybody off that you owe, and move about your business and give charitably to people that actually need it. The people that need it. Not I'm not going to to say whether you should give it to a charity, a building, a cause. That's not my thing. My thing is you give it to who you feel you want to give it to. Whoever, whomever, somebody walking down the street, somebody in the store, somebody in a building, or you can give it to a building. It doesn't matter. Give to whatever your heart calls to give it to, but don't give extra. Don't give too much. Okay, give, but don't feel if you're being led to give, but you feel like you don't want to. That's not you. That's another voice. That's witchcraft trying to force you, like other situations. There's a certain religion where there was always witchcraft, but we were unaware of it, where these things will speak to you. You thought it was your voice, and you thought it was a God telling you to give. And even though your electric bill was due, it told you to give it to them anyway. And so your electric bill, so now you're going to ask people for help to pay the electric bill because you gave your money to a congregation. That's not how the spirits work. You take care of your home first. You make sure all your stuff is done first. And if you have to give, if you have it to give, then give. But don't give more than you can bear. And don't sacrifice yourself. Don't do that to make others happy, especially when they don't make you happy, when they don't come out of their way to make you happy. You have to reciprocate things. You can't just give, give, give. Okay, anyway, that was a mouthful. Okay, let me keep that there. Okay. All right, let's see here. Oh, Queen of Pentacles as soon as, oh, what the Queen of Pentacles and the Hierophant. You've learned. That's why your money is coming in. You'll be very independent. I split it at the Hierophant with the Queen of Pentacles. You've learned. You've went to school and you've learned. That's why your wheel of fortune is coming in because you've learned this life's lesson. You've succeeded. Now you're independent, looking good, feeling good, financially stable. You can get what you want, buy what you want. Look at you. You're feeling really good. All yellow. All yellow. Mm, 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 mm. This is a message. There's a bird in there. It's a message. Higher learning. You've done the work. You went to school. You graduated. I think, was it? Since judgment is coming, was it graduation day? Might be tomorrow. It is finished. 11/7. Graduation is tomorrow. 11/7/2025. It is finished. Okay. You've graduated. I see the justice. Was it no Hereford again? It's the Hereford again. I thought it was a justice card. The justice is already. Look at this. Wow. Split. They have to see the King of Swords is another sword next to the Seven of Swords. Somebody has to tell themselves the brutal truth. You got to tell yourself the truth that you are the reason you're going through your turmoil. You are the reason because of the lies you told to yourself. Literally, the lies you told, the things people, the also being sneaky. Not all air signs are going to be thieves. Okay, it's just some people are just sneaky or just liars. Okay, or just selfish because a thief is a selfish person. It doesn't belong to the thief, so they're taking from somebody else. That's a selfish person. A thief is always a selfish person. You're not thinking about the person you stole it from. You're thinking about yourself. That makes you a thief. And you're selfish. That's it. Here we go again at the bottom. God damn, we're talking about a thief. Wow. Somebody was getting a lot of, they were feeling good when it was stealing from you, lying about you. This, okay, so card wants to still come out because I'm not saying, I haven't said everything about the card. So these people had fun, had a good time lying about you, stealing from you, slandering you, gossiping, stealing from you something they've stolen something from you. And it could be your innocence. It could be that they enjoy stealing possibly documents, falsifying documents, stealing personal information, identity. Wow, I saw the nine of swords. Oh my God, you can't. I got to reshuffle this. My goodness gracious. All right, so what's next? Transition. The thief card kept coming out a lot, right? Transition. The ending of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. The beginning of a new cycle. The ending of an old one. So it's kind of like these energies. There's a rebirth that's needed. So the old self has to die. Okay. Like I said, some of you may feel like on the 5th of November, you may have felt when you woke up that you woke up from the dead. Okay. Like, I don't know how to explain it. You just feel like you woke up from ancient, it's like you realized you had just woke up from the dead, like from ancient time. Like it's been a long time you've been gone. Okay. But yeah, you just woke up. That self that died a long time ago from the first death you ever had in the past life. That's how it should have felt. That's that death you should have woke up from. The first death that you've ever experienced in your past life. Okay. Know what? Do you want to know why you were put to sleep? Is because you were shining bright. Someone tried to dim your light. They wanted to hide you. So in the past life, the best place they thought to hide you was in the dirt or in a tomb. Everything they could try. Do you see? You wonder why we have so many ways. We have tombs, coffins, the dirt. We have so many, and people, dungeons. You have so many ways people try to hide people to dim your light. Well, it says you've woken up from the dead and now you're about to shine. If you haven't been seen, nobody has recognized you. You're going to be, they're like, whoa, what happened? You're going to be looking brand new to a lot of people. You're going to be like, people are going to be like, whoa, that's such and such. Some people haven't seen you in years. Like some people may have thought you died. You've been well hidden that some people actually thought you were dead. And they may have wiped your information off the internet. There are people out there that may have actually wiped your information out the internet to try to take your identity so you wouldn't shine. They've been trying to do this to you every lifetime. This time they did not succeed. Now they're going to a spiritual jail. They have to live. They have to have a death. Some are physical and some are spiritual deaths. Some of the ones that feel like they have a spiritual death, they feel like not being able to get to you feels like death to them. And some of them unfortunately will leave on their own. And that, I don't want to say what that means. You know what I mean by that. The death card is here because of your shine. Some people will dim their own light instead of learning from it and going into a transition and then learning from the experience of being without you, but learning and going through life and saying, okay, this person and I are not together. It hurts, but let me learn from this hurt, like you did. When this person would ghost you, it felt like a death. It felt like a death. Like every time they would leave you, it would be years, months. I mean, months and years. Some of you more than 3, 4 years. This person will be gone, living the new life. It's as if they were dead because they weren't around you, and then your heart would just have to go on and find something else, but it couldn't find anything else. And this is that you're shining. You're going to be shining bright, but there's one big star, and the rest there's other stars. There's one person that's going to bring everyone to the forefront. That's what that means by the big star. You're chosen, but there are other chosen ones. Okay, but you are chosen to bring everyone together. Okay, but this death, you're chosen. You're being told that you need to make sure you let the past go so that you can go into this new future. Okay, so unfortunately, some of these people that are going to be feeling this are people that are already calling themselves leaders, preachers, pastors. Unfortunately, their reign is ending. Judgment is here. Their reign is ending. They've tried so hard within the last couple of months and years to hold on to something that was dying, a dying era, trying to resurrect it back and using threats on using it against anyone that is rising above it, anyone that is awakening from the dead. They're using past era to threaten you, past belief systems to threaten you, to bring those systems back to use against you. But those systems are not big enough to hold this. The world is changing. A new era is coming in. Judgment Day 11/7. It is finished. It is done. The old era is gone. As of 11/7/2025, the new era begins. I'm getting chills just thinking, just saying these things. It's sad. It's sad some of the things that we have to actually um, put to rest. The feelings that we had for these um, people that we were having to let them learn their own lessons, see a new perspective in their actions. The fact that we have to reject them, say no to our new prosperity, to our new way of living, and let them see that when they were given opportunity to rise and to learn and to become wiser, they laughed at you, they mocked you. They tried to find ways to make it look like you were crazy. Even though if they would just watch you, they see that your words was of wisdom. But because you use cards, because you use a microphone, because you use a platform, because you use a shop, because something that you're using, they don't like. They're against it. It's just something about you. Maybe it's your look, the way you dress. You don't dress the way they want you to dress. So it's a problem. They bring their old beliefs into it and tell you how you should. They tell you how the divine should work through you. But if you are somebody where you're dressed and half of your boobs is hanging out and you're doing your readings, the divine didn't see the problem with that. Because if you think about it, everybody was born without clothes. Duh. Right? Everybody was born without clothes. So for the divine to be small, see, people think the divine is small minded, to be as petty as to care about how many pieces of clothing you have on when the design was no clothing at all. Okay? The original design is no clothing at all. So the divine was always okay with you not having clothing. Because if he wasn't, he or she, the divine, whatever you call the divine, he or she, the galaxy, the universe. Whatever you are calling the divine, you were not designed with clothes and everything already built onto your body. The perfect blueprint was you with no clothes. Perfect blueprint. So if you walked out there today with no clothes on, the divine has no problem with it. It's mankind that we make rules on what we should do with our bodies and what other people should do with their bodies. If I saw somebody, just minding their business, walking naked, of course I'm like, oh, because we're all wearing clothes, right? That's the rules that we have. We all should wear clothes. That's the rule of the land, right? On wearing clothes. So we wear it. Okay. But I'm not going to say I'm not going to be shocked and to see it unexpectedly. But in all actuality, if we was all living in a society where there was no clothes being worn, we'd be okay. Okay. I've been in a country before, visited, because I'm an American citizen. I was born here in state of Texas, but I'm in Virginia. But I was born in Texas, and the thing is, when I went to another country and saw that I could walk around naked, I did it. I walked around naked as a kid, and no one touched me. Not a single person touched me. When it rained, my clothes was gone over here and over here. Sometimes my mom, when she was around, she'd be like, Peggy, go get your clothes, go put some clothes back on. But I was a kid, about 6 or 7. I loved being naked in the rain, you know. And that's the thing. It's like people are putting their God in a little ball, when this God, this God you call God is an infinite. It's bigger than you just wearing some pants and some shirt and being petty about whether it's short, whether it has holes in it, whether it's long, whether it's shorts and or pants, dress, or lipstick or no lipstick. That is so petty. Your God must be really small for it to be worrying about that stuff. Very small. You don't think highly of your God if you think your God's going to care about lipstick on a woman, and then calling women names because the lipstick is on her lips. What is wrong? What's wrong with you? Okay, you're a lot of us don't think that a God would care about that. And if that's in the energy, if there's two ways of seeing that God cares and God doesn't care about makeup, then what does God really want? Then if you're saying God cares about makeup and I'm saying he or she doesn't, because I don't know, I've never met this God that everyone talks about. I've never met he or she. I've never met them, so I can't say it's a he because I never met it. I never met him, he, her, she, it, whatever you call this. I've never met this being that you guys call God. I've never met it. I can't say he, I say it because I don't know if it's a he or she. I've never met them. I don't know if it's a they or them. I have no proof. I have not seen it with my own two eyes, this God that everyone talks about. I've not seen it with my own eyes. So I can't say whether it's a he or she. I've never met it, never talked to it. I just know I talk in my own head to relay messages. I use cards to relay messages. Teachers, instructors have been in my head on what I've learned. So I go back in history in my database and recall what they have taught me. But I've never met your God. I've never sat with your God and seen them face to face to know what they look like either. So I cannot tell you what kind of God you can serve. I can't tell you what God not to serve because I've never met any of them. Okay? And that's the truth. I've not met any gods, not seen any of them. All I hear is my own voice in my own head when I talk. I'm not the kind that's going to pretend that I said that I heard another voice say something. When I'm computing things, it's my own voice computing. It doesn't sound like what I'm what you hear in the microphone when I'm talking to you, but it's a different voice in there that I hear computing information, and then I say with my mouth, right? It goes through the computer in your brain, and then it comes out your mouth, right? And then your eyes, they see what the computer in your brain is saying. Your brain is the computer. It's computing. So I don't know of a God. I've never sat with some God to tell me anything. So in this video, I'm telling you the honest truth that the king of the knight, the ace of swords card, with the ace of swords, the truth is that I've never met any gods. They've never talked to me. I've never sat at a table or eaten with one. So I can't tell you that God has spoken to me. I don't know what it is, what it looks like, and what it sounds like. Does it sound like, I mean, can somebody tell me what it sounds like, please? Does it sound like Barry White? Okay. Does it sound like Teddy Pendergrass? Does he sound like, Prince? Like, what does this, please, somebody help me out. I've never been told what this God sound like, but everybody says that this is a he. What does he sound like? Because does everybody agree on what he sound like? Because if everybody got different voices, something's wrong. Something's wrong. Okay, just wanted to know. Okay. Um let me yeah, I just wanted to that was part of the energy, telling the truth. You got to tell the truth. You can't move forward without telling yourself the truth. Stop lying to yourself. If you don't have proof of something, stop saying that it is. Okay, stop saying that it exists. But if you're giving prophecy, wait till it comes true. Okay, just give the prophecy and wait till it comes true. Okay, stop trying to force people to believe in it. Don't force people to believe in the prophecy. Okay, just let them see it for themselves. All right. There's no hell to put them in just because they don't believe it. Let them see it, then they can believe it. Seeing is believing. Stop preaching that you got to see it. Just, you got to believe it and never see it. That's weird. Eight of Cups. Walking away from someone that you poured everything into. This is the whole message. It's going to feel like a death, okay, to you and to them. It's going to feel like a death, definitely, because you're walking away from something that hurt you, okay? And when something hurts you, it's got to go into spiritual jail or real jail if they physically hurt you. So you got to walk away from something that's very painful. Somebody you poured a whole lot of love into, unconditional love, but it's time to let it go. So there's a transformation taking place. There's real and spiritual deaths. There's spiritual deaths, or when people have to realize their part in the act, in their part in the game they played. If they were a player, they played you. Now they have to sit and wonder which cup they're going to give to you that you will accept. Can they offer you roses? Is that going to bring you back? Can they start telling you how they feel? Is that going to bring you back? Can they buy a house for you? Is that going to bring you back? Can they go get 2 jobs? And then will it bring you back? Nothing will bring you back until they have finished this school. Okay? Nothing. Nothing will bring you back. It's almost like a death to them. Okay? And you cannot go back either until their sentence is complete. It's hidden. I think somebody's like, when will their sentence be complete? Why are you worried about that? Why are you worried about when their sentence is going to be complete? It's hidden for a reason. And the most, I just told you, 20 years at the most. If you've known this person for 20 years or more, they will be in spiritual jail for 20 years. That means you have to be strong enough, have the strength, like the strength card and the lover's card came out. have enough strength to walk away from this lover. If they have ghosted you and treated you bad for 20 years, they are in jail, spiritual jail for 20 years. It's I'm telling you what's hidden, but I don't know when your specific person will be done. Okay? You will know. You'll be told when it's hidden. You'll be told when it's finished. It's not going to be any time sooner. Some of you want it to be done in a week. That's not how it works. Boot camp over here, it looks like their boot camp's going to last over a year. So they got a lot of learning. Look, this King of Wands, mourning, sorrow, sad, confused. But look where you're at. They're confused. They're like wondering, I thought you loved me. I thought you was family. I thought you this King of Wands is somebody that's a business person or has their money. They have money. They get money. You know, they may be good with marketing. They may be good with, small businesses or but look, they're thinking about you moving on instead of just moving on. They're out here sitting wondering. This person's also wondering if they can be intimate with you. Will that bring you back? If they could just be intimate with you one more time and cry with you. This person is like, oh man, when we were intimate, I should have said how I felt, and we should have cried together. That's what they should have done. Maybe that's how you feel they should have felt, but it's too late. They're seeing you in your abundance. You're in your abundance, building generational wealth. And this person that wants to be intimate with you, wants to now work with you. This King of Swords, King of Wands now wants to work with you. They know you find them attractive. You once found them attractive. What? Why can't they? Ooh, this person is trying to go into your dreams. Oh wow, moon magic. This person is trying to go into your dreams to do sexual things with. Oh man, they're 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 thinking maybe if they get into your dream or if you take a nap or if you go to sleep, they're thinking of being intimate in your dream, hopefully. Why was I hoping and hopefully was tongue tying me? Ugh, I didn't like how I was being tongue tied there. It was a little weird. Anyway, well, they're using moon magic or the moon to try to um it's kind of like this person's talking to the moon or using the energy of the moon, thinking of you sexually, hoping that their energy will reach you in an intimate way and you will feel it and start wishing to be with them intimately. They're hoping to draw you back intimately, sexually. This person may actually go through with it and they may be able to reach you intimately and get you to be intimate in your dream or make you climax in your dream. This is what that person is trying to do, and it's possible that it can happen. It's possible that they could be doing that. It's possible. The King of Wands, and the lizard there is like they want you to. They it's like wetting their stick. Ooh, somebody's doing a little bit of something to themselves intimately by themselves, thinking of you in sorrow and confusion. Okay, so yeah. But look at the POWs there. They're in spiritual jail. They can't get to you. You're building generational wealth. You're going towards that. You should. You should go towards that. Anything else for the King of Wands? King of Wands. Oh, what's this? watching you celebrate. I just told you they're watching you celebrate, but they could be also with the moon card. We see they could be doing some type of moon magic. Like I said, I don't know. Maybe somebody's helping them do that, or somebody that knows that you were supposed to be with someone. Maybe it's a third party. They don't even know this. I feel like there's probably some witches or whatever, some crazies that are trying to get you to choose the past person. They're doing some type of witchcraft to get you confused. Okay, they want you to think about that person's sexuality, the sex that they will, the maybe, making you climax. They're doing witchcraft to try to make you pick this person and not your new beginning. Wow, this was the high priestess came out. I'm going to find something that's hidden. Be careful. There are people that don't want to see you have your new beginning, and they want you to focus on the intimacy that you miss, that this person was rejecting you but was giving you on a carrot stick. Okay, they want you to think about this person doing, they're making this person have feelings of being sexual with you. So they're playing both sides. This witchcraft, they're putting feelings, they're using the moon to put feelings in that person, and that person is suddenly feeling confused, and they're putting confusion in that person on whether to come towards you, but they know that you're not going to go towards them. So they're playing with both of you guys. They're playing with you, wanting you to go back to this person, to be stuck to the past, and then they got the past trying to conjure you in sexually to say, hey, I got the stick or I got the lick or whatever. Okay, no, no. That's witchcraft. These people are doing some type of moon magic, full moon, trying to get you to get this, stay with this person, all because of their sex. But that's all they would be offering. They're trying to trick you out of your blessing, out of your generational wealth. Why would they want to do that? Now, why are they doing this? Tell me why. Why are they trying to trick you out of your generational wealth? The lovers, what? Look at this. They're trying to trick you out of your generational wealth. Look what, something that you've been working hard on. They're trying to trick you out of that. Let me see. Let me put these other cards. Oh my gosh. Didn't I tell you guys I was an Aries? There's the card of Aries, the Emperor, the leader. Look at this. It's kind of like you have Aries with Virgo energy shining a light that this person is a thief. They're just there to steal your. This person, this witchcraft. They're there to steal. They want to steal your wealth. They want to steal your. They don't want you to be in leadership. It's like they're telling lies about you. It's like, this is probably why you're in hermit mode. They don't want you to be seen. They want you to be hidden. Okay, but you're a leader. You're a leader. You're meant to lead. But this is how they love feeling this way. They love feeling like they stole something from you, or they're stopping you from your destination, from from the prophecy. They love feeling like this. These witches, okay? And the Virgo card is shining a light on the fact that this is somebody that wants this person to steal your energy, to lie to you. They may be helping this person, or orchestrating, or they could be using this person to lie to you. Okay, but it's all lies. They're getting, yeah, it's the Hierophant, the Hermit is saying, no, don't fall for it. We're shining a light on the fact that this is a thief. These are energy thieves, energy vampires. These witches. They're using emotions to try to get you to come back to this King of Wands. Okay, charming. This King of Wands may be charming. This is somebody that can say sweet things, but is lying to you. They're possibly making his or her business grow, but this person's got to feed you with lies. Feed you with lies, hopefully you will be happy with the lies as long as you have the sex. That's what they're thinking. As long as you are emotionally being taken advantage of, the person's telling you they love you. Yeah. What's up? It's fine. Okay. I thought you had something to tell me. Okay. So it's all fake love. This person doesn't love you. And that some people may be paying someone to to try to get you to come back to them so you can lose the generational wealth and you won't have the leadership that is you're being called to do. Somebody wants to steal it. Okay. And they're playing around with the lovers. I told you. This is this the cards of two naked people, but it's not too close, so you can't really see. But the cards of two naked people, right? It's supposed to tell you these witches are making it where this person is supposed to tell you, you see, they're supposed to put you in confusion. You're supposed to stay in confusion. You should be thinking, oh, are they coming back? Oh, they said they love me. Oh, they said they like me. Oh, they said they'll see me tomorrow, but they ghosted me. And then they're still talking to you, but they're not coming to see you. And then they say they're going to come see you. Then they ghost you again. But this is supposed to be happening before the judgment card came up. This is before judgment, before 11:7. You're supposed to fall for this. You're supposed to be confused about this person wanting you. They're supposed to keep charming you. But something happened here with the lovers. But they were going to make sure you continue. These witches, even if they're not associated with your past person, they wanted to make your past person come towards you, or they orchestrated your past person to try to reel you in to this fake love so that you can miss out on your blessing. These people are pathetic. You're the star. You worked hard for it. You worked hard for your money. Okay. So, yeah. Isn't that something? You're the star. The star card keeps coming out. This is the generational wealth, leadership, shining a light on your wealth, shining a light on the fact that you did the work. You're a star. And that's the star of Aquarius. But Aquarius is the major energy that's going to have to be used because it is the star. But Aquarius, if you have been using Aquarius energy, you have been a star for a while. You've been getting attention, maybe not all the attention you like, but you've been treated by the universe like a star because they've been filling your pockets. They've been lining your pockets with money that you have earned. They've been lining your path with jobs that you can get. They left it open for you to apply for jobs. You weren't one of those that were blocked from getting a job. And if you was you could get a job. You could make money. But how was you using the money? That's the problem. That's the thing. How were you using the money? When it was time to help somebody that cared for you unconditionally, you gave it to everybody else but that person. You helped everyone else but that person. And then if you did help that person, you fussed about it, or you lied about it, or you played get the carrot. It's kind of like the star card is playing on Aquarius energy, saying that there have been those that have been made stars. They have been given unconditional access. Like if you wanted a job, you was able to get one, and there were other people that were blocked. And some people may call themselves chosen ones. So you have to go into tarot reading or find a compute, maybe a platform. You have to try to come up with a job on the platform because the regular jobs that you qualify for were rejecting you. Applications were being lost. There, things were just happening where even things you qualified for, you were being told you didn't qualify. So if you were one of the ones they were doing that to, it's probably because you had something about you they didn't want um, in the workforce. And anyone in the workforce were people that were um, not so enlightened, okay? And you were placed in places like the internet, okay, or inside your home, boxed in, doing cards, doing videos, you know, um, um, possibly daycare, something like that. I just heard that daycare. Okay, yeah. So Aquarius energy is is being used to highlight your stardom. Okay, you have learned from Aquarius energy how to detach. That's what you're using. You're using Aquarius energy, and I showed you earlier. Aquarius, the word detach is at the bottom. You are being shown, and you are going to have to prove to the universe that you know how to detach from something that is not in your best and that's not in your best good. But you also are being shown. You have to show the one of the worst. I mean, one of the hardest lessons to actually have to show is that you can see family, friend, best friends, and lovers and say no right in their face when you have it. Right in their face when you finally have it, you can say no, and they feel like you have the audacity to finally say no to them. But they don't. They have to go back and they have to go into school and realize it wasn't hard for them to say no to you. They have to tell themselves the truth that the reason why you said no is because something they did to you. Because they know you are unconditional lover. They know that you will love unconditionally. They know you. That's why they're confused. The moon card, confused. Like, wait a minute, this person, they're always kind. They're always nice to me. We've known each other for this long. Why would they leave me out? It's not that you left them out. It's that you're showing them what they showed you. You're using the same energy they used on you, which is their energy of detaching and not using that empathy, that sympathy for somebody that cared about them unconditionally. These are this is a lesson for anyone that has shown unconditional love to these energies. If you have not been the kind that has shown unconditional love, this reading, just go ahead and tell yourself, doesn't belong to you. You are not the one it's talking about. You have to have shown unconditional love for this to be the act that take that this is the abundance that you will be given. Unconditional love. Okay, the star card. Clarify the star card. Oh, how many minutes? I'm about to get off of here now. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Queen of Wands. I mean, Queen of Swords. My bad. And then we have the Hermit again, shining the light. It says the star card. Look at this. How many Hermit cards are we gonna have out here? The Hermit and the star card between another Hermit. Hear ye, hear ye. That's literally what I just got. It's almost like royalty. Hear ye, hear ye. Shining the light on you and then telling others. And then we have the new perspective. People seeing the new perspective. They're seeing a new way of how you think, how you see things. They're seeing a new perspective of what you're saying or doing. Okay, it's to help people see a new perspective. Okay, this whole thing, the whole time, is to help people see a new perspective about life. I'm not sure who's orchestrating this, but I know the divine and the government has something to do with it. And that's all I'm going to say. Whether we, whether you see that you have to take the good and the bad. The divine brings the government as a force against you. And if they can, if they bring them as a force against you, but they only have but so much that they can do. Okay, but they're going to be allowed to do but so much. And then when it's time for them to release you so that your blessing can come in, their hands are off of your stuff, and then everything starts to flow in because now your purpose is starting and it's time to begin. Okay, your purpose will start. It's unexpectedly, it will just start, but it's very soon. It's not next year. It's not 2 years from now. It's not 5 years from now. We're not doing religious stuff. Religious stuff, they tell you to pray about things now, and then 10 years from now, they tell you, well, you're not praying hard enough. Pray harder. Is this God hard of hearing? I have no idea. Okay, but where I come from, we're not hard of hearing. We get stuff done. Okay. So the Queen of Swords is cutting off things. You're cutting something off and you're taking the risk to go towards the future. You just have to believe that the future has something better than what the past has to offer because you worked for it. And you say you worked hard for your money, right? So, but you worked hard for your money, but you deserve partnership. Okay. You deserve to hold on to yours. Okay. Twice as many. That's what I hear. Twice as much. You deserve twice as much to hold on, be able to hold on to yours. Um, yeah, but like I said, all I see here is hear ye, like royalty, pretty much. All right. Leader. Okay. Um, unfortunately, I see this, and the high priestess is showing us something I talked about earlier. Before I get off of here, there's a leader um, that will have to walk away, leave. It's kind of like there's a leader that will have to leave, but it's almost like a death or a step down or stepping down. Okay, stepping down could be due to age, because this is an old leader too. Could be due to age, but this is so weird because this came up in one of my readings in 2018. Wow, this is somebody with a lot of money too, a lot of generational wealth money, but they're going to have to step down and walk away from something that they love or like. Unfortunately, I see I don't see a rescue when it comes to that. I see the death card. Either they walk away either they walk away and just retire, and because no one's coming to rescue them, or there's an actual death. That means they're having to leave something that, but it's not a physical death because I'm telling you, there's something about this that seems staged. Okay, it's you may think the person is really dead, but why is the Eight of Cups the card that comes out? It means it's probably staged. Okay, I'm just going to just tell the truth. Okay, the truth is that it's staged. Something about it is like a movie. They stage it where the person looks like they got hit. Okay, and they're gone, and so there's a death, or the person could just retire and step down and let somebody else take their place. Okay, but either way, the person is still alive. It's just there either is a staged death to pretend that they're dead, staged, or they step down and they leave their position, but they really liked their job. Okay, this is a leader that really liked their job. They really like the people, but they're being told to either fake their death, meaning that they will no longer exist on your timeline, this timeline. And that's the sad part. This is a leader is old in age, He has generational wealth already. And he's been promised that he will have generational wealth if he does this, if he walks away or retire, step down. Okay. Um, and you're going to, the high priestess energy is saying that there's somebody shining a light on this. Okay, there's a star. There's a star shining a light. Okay. Let me see. Is it this card right here? It's like there's a star shining a light. Okay. Or the light's being shown on, the light is being shined. I mean, the light is shining on a star. Okay. On somebody that is popular or big. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, the light is shining on them. But at the same time, your light is shining bright. Look at this. That's a big star. Okay. Um, I see these stars. I think stars and stripes, military. It could be it could be that this leader is getting a send off, military style. Okay. Stars and stripes. Um, transition, transitioning. There will be a spiritual, I mean, a religious leader, not a spiritual, a religious leader there to speak for this person, about this person. It will be a religious leader, religious, not spiritual, religious. And the weird part is that there's a death under the horse. There's a king of some sort. His crown is on the ground. So there's a death here. Either they get rescued. I mean, the rescue could mean that they just step down. Somebody warns them, hey, there's about to be a death. You need to step down. And they have to, they're going to announce that they're going to retire so somebody else can come in. Or this king is going down. They're going to do it either way. There's no way around it. They're going to do it. So I just feel like it's better for them to just go ahead and just tell the people they're stepping down and you still be alive in our timeline. But if you don't step down, you will be removed from our timeline and sent to an island somewhere where nobody thinks you're still alive and you just enjoy your retirement there. But that's what might happen. They might decide to choose to, they have two choices. Oh, now we get to the Oracle card. Oh, I go right to it. I'm good. There you go. Making a choice. You either retire and you tell the people you're stepping down and they see you leave, meaning they still know you are on their timeline, alive and kicking. Or you fake your death where you are taken off of our timeline and never to be heard again. But you are somewhere on an island enjoying your millions and billions. Okay, that's the story. They have to make a choice. And you see the number 11. The two doors represent 11. And then look at the hand. Look at this. And I have what that means. I've seen it before. I've seen that I've seen it. Look at that two is left and right hand. It kind of looks like this. You see that? I don't know if anybody knows what that symbol is, but it's there. It's there. Okay. Making a choice. Let's see. I know I've seen it before. It's somewhere in my cards. I don't want to take too long. The video might be too long. Oh, there you go. There you go. There it is. Oh, there you go. It wasn't too long. Look at this. Dreams coming true. That's a symbol of dreams coming true. That means something something that is said is going to happen. It's a dream. It's some. The thing is that both of them could be either one of their dream come true. Okay. Either they go away and retire, and they can still have their dream come true and go do things they like in retirement. Go do things that they would love to do, and they stay on our timeline. And we hear about them enjoying themselves in this place, that place. We still hear and get to, if that's their dream come true, is to still be around the people of this timeline. But if that's not what they wish, and they wish to be in Dubai or somewhere else on the island that they built, that they have ready for them to go and just spend their retirement, if that's their dream come true, then they're going to take death, fake death. It's going to look real, and it may just be a clone. That's why it may look so real, but it's not really them. Okay. The Eight of Cups tells me this person is walking away and going somewhere. They're not dead. They're not dead. Let's clarify, just to let you guys know. It's a dream come true, though. Either whichever one they pick, it's a dream come true. Whichever one. For this person, for this leader. Okay. It's a dream come true for this leader, no matter which one they pick. They have two choices. They have to make a choice. First door or the second door. Okay. Let me know. Ooh, King of Swords. My goodness. Okay. This is a King of Swords is a very harsh ruler. This emperor, I just saw the King of Swords when I said, ooh, the King of Swords. The emperor is a King of Swords. Very harsh, very cruel, very strict. Okay. Could be cruel, very strict. But can be nice, but has to be very strict. Okay. But more strict than nice. Okay. So they're walking away. Full moon. It's a full moon. They're walking away. It's a full moon. They have to make a decision around the full moon, I guess, or walk away around the full moon. Either one that this person picks, everyone's going to hear about it. It's kind of like this person's already famous. This person's already well known. Okay. All right. But the high priestess here is telling us that you're just being revealed what's happening. All right. All right. So they feel like they're a prisoner of war anyway. So I think retirement or getting okay. So I told you this is somebody that's known in the public eye. The will is changing. So the will is changing, and to some of us, it's the person feels like it's in their favor. Okay, this leader feels like it's in their favor, but to everybody else, they feel like it's in their favor because this person is either stepping down or deceased. So they think, but it's supposed to look like they're deceased. Okay, they're either stepped down or they're deceased. It's the wheel of fortune. Everybody's going to be thinking that the will was not in that person's favor. But why is this card here? Why is the dream come true card here? For the choice, they're being told that they have to make a choice. That means they're aware of this retirement or death staged. Okay? They're very aware. Okay? Okay, so here we have the Chariot and the Ten of Cups. Yeah. They're going. They're going to be happy with their family either way. They're going to be happy emotionally either way with their family. They're going to be with their family. They're going to be fine. Okay. Just let's all pretend they died. Okay. If they say they died, pretend. Just go along with it. Okay. Everyone in the awakening, anyone that has the high priestess energy, say with me, let's all go along with the get along when it comes to this situation. Let's just pretend they're gone. Let's let everybody have their day. They want to believe that the will turn against this person, but we know better. We know better. It says this is a dream come true. Either one, pick one. They have a choice. That was the first card out in this reading. They're being made to make a choice. It comes towards the end of the reading that their choice It doesn't matter what it is. They're gonna be sitting. The chariots prophecy. They're trying to make a prophecy come true because they're being led to orchestrated prophecy, whatever you want to call it. They got to make it come true. Okay, they have to think about it for a little while though. During the full moon, they have to think about it. You know, but this is somebody in the public eye, public recognition. Okay, but let's just let's just say they did they're old they're old anyway. Just let them have this one, okay? Let them have this one. God damn. All of us in the high priestess energy. Let us have. We know better. We know better. Just they're playing their cards. They playing chess out here. Let them have it. We know better, but we don't have to go and make all kinds of readings and shout it on the rooftop and make readings every day to say we know what happened. We know what happened. We know what happened. That's it. Just one time. We don't need to go make tons of videos and try to talk about what we think happened. It we know the high priestess is going to tell us, and everybody else is going to think we're crazy for thinking otherwise. But there's going to be conspiracy theorists anyway. So guess what? We might as well just be crazy with the conspiracy theorists. Okay. Anyway, that's the end of this reading. Okay, because this reading is long. Oh, okay. You know what? What's enchanting? I'll keep forgetting. What's enchanting this leader? What's enchanting this leader? Power himself. It's a male. What's enchanting him is himself. Power. Power. The emperor. His power. You can't make this shit up. That's what's keeping them there. It's like I don't know what he's in turmoil about making the decision publicly. He don't know if he should make the decision publicly, but he's gonna have to. If he don't make it publicly, they just go on the stage that he's gone. That's what it's like. He's so much. He has so much power. Okay. That's what's enchanting him. That's the most ironic thing. Yeah, I just can't. This is like, that's crazy. All right. All right. So we had the Ace of Pentacles. I was about to put it up. I was like, oh, okay, there's another card that's backwards. It's a yellow card. Ace of Pentacles. Reward. Power and reward. So either one of them is staying in power and the other one is getting a reward. So either way is you get a reward for either one. You either step down, you get paid. You have generational wealth forever, for a long time. Or you stage or you stage he stages death and then, you know, still get paid. You get a reward. The reward is they get paid. So they either step down or they fake their death. They're gonna get paid. Ace of Pentacles. That's a lot of money. Yeah, they're doing it for the money. So either way, it's gonna be the money that they make the decision anyway. So all right. Hey, whoever y'all think this is, it's that person. I don't know who you think this I was talking about. If you think it's that person I think it is, then you are a high priestess. Then you're getting what the high priestess is putting down. Okay, you're picking up what the high priestess is putting down. Okay, cool. Okay, this is Future Real40. Don't forget Future Real40, and I add spirituality on my website. No, on my YT page, but it's my original brand name is Future Real40, and you know my name is Peggy. Okay, all right then.